All right. Well, we've got a lot to talk about this morning, Monica. So to start off, tell us about Monica Dwyer and Harvest Financial Advisors.
Yes. So I am a certified financial planner at Harvest
You
Financial
got a lot
Advisors.
of initials behind your name.
I know. It's a lot to keep up with. And so what we do is basically asset management with full financial planning. That's the simplest way to say it.
Okay. So you like working with seniors a lot.
I do. Mm-hmm.
What got you into the senior advisory state?
Well, I have to say that it was probably Cheryl Jeffers who
Roped you in?
Yeah, well, she is she's the founder of CARE, which is Cincinnati Aging Resource Experts, which is why I'm here.
Right.
There are just a few things that seniors have to think about that others don't necessarily have to think about, and so the planning is just slightly different for seniors. At that point, it's what are you doing for your legacy, and do we have enough to continue with the lifestyle that you have? And what should we be thinking about in terms of estate planning? So there's a lot of questions that come up as you get older.
Right.
And security is a big thing, too, for them because they want to make sure that they're going to be financially secure. Who doesn't?
And I meet with seniors all the time, and they've been in their 4-bedroom, 2-story with the bedrooms on the second floor, the laundry's in the basement, and they're getting it's a chore to handle the steps, and they're thinking of getting into something that's more manageable,
Absolutely.
safer to live in. And I talk to them about that. It's like, and I know Mike Bowers, he always preaches that the wife is going to outlive the husband's. The statistics,
typically speaking, yes,
statistics
not always, but
show that.
Yeah.
So I always ask him, when you're gone, is she going to be all set? That's the big question. It's a hard question to bring up, but
Right.
it's got to be discussed.
It should be, yeah. I've actually seen husbands write entire financial plans and life plans for their wives for when they pass away, which I think is the cutest thing ever.
That is great.
That they're thinking about that, for their spouses. And a lot of times people will come into me and they'll meet with me because they want their wife to be comfortable with their financial advisor, which I think is also good because many women leave their financial advisor if their spouse dies. And it's because they never had a connection with them.
Right.
So, very
So,
important.
that's there's a lot of important questions, and that's why Cheryl Jeffers, she called me in her office 3-4 years ago, and we chatted about putting this group together. And it's important that a lot of seniors and their adult caregivers have questions that they're just afraid to even bring up.
Sure.
Like, how do you take the keys away from mom and dad?
Oh, yeah. It's
It's a tough discussion. That's what CARE, Cincinnati Aging Resource Experts, are about. You're one of our experts. I'm one of the experts. And Chris Lavin, who's going to be calling in later in the show, he's an elder care attorney,
right.
which is a high special in for attorneys are like doctors. They all specialize.
Right.
Well, he
That's
specializes in elder care.
And you want somebody who specializes because they do that work all the time, over and over again, and you can feel confident that they know what they're doing.
Yeah. The purpose for CARE, Cincinnati Aging Resource Experts, is to have events where we can invite the boomers, the senior citizens, and their adult caregivers to come to a place and ask. There's like 12 or 13 advisors on our panel,
Right.
and ask any of us a question that they have about moving, sizing down, getting rid of stuff, their insurance, their financial situation, medical situation, Medicare, Medicaid. There's tons of questions, and we have specialists to answer all those questions. Now we're doing some mini sessions.
Yes, mini talks.
You and Chris are doing one. Tell us
July
about that.
21st,
Yeah.
4 o'clock. It's going to be at Harvest Financial Advisors, which is at 8840 Cincinnati Dayton Road in Old Westchester.
Right downtown.
Yep. And what we're going to be talking about is what tools you can use to secure your estate, what probate is and how you can avoid it, and what trusts are, and do you need one?
Probates and trusts are big in the real estate industry when you're talking about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Harvest Financial Advisors, you're different than, I mean, there are a lot of financial advisors out there.
Sure.
And they want to sell you products.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
No. So what we do, we're what's called a fee-only firm. And so we don't offer anything that has a commission. There's no kickback for anything that we put our clients into in terms of investments. And so what you see, the fee you pay, is what you get. So it's clear, transparent pricing, and we are not biased in terms of making a commission for putting you in one thing versus another. And we're fiduciaries as well. I should have mentioned that, which means that we have to do what's right for our clients. And even as a certified financial planner, I'm held to those higher ethical standards as well. So what that means is that we could have two things that you could be invested in that are appropriate for you, but if one is better for you, I have to recommend that one versus, the other one. Yeah.
Do you just lay out the facts and let them make a decision, or do they ask you, well, Monica, what do you think?
Well, a little of both. I think it's a little bit of a dance, right? Ultimately, the client can pick what they want.
Okay.